Hello from Madison, Indiana, about halfway between Cincinnati and Louisville, right along the Ohio River. And I'm going to be riding around downtown Madison, just seeing some of the sights. And I'm excited to go for a nice little ride. Why don't you come on along with me? Let's do some exploring. So I am parked right along the river on Vaughn Drive, and this is Riverfront Park here. I'm going to make my way downriver, heading west. And this is the Lanier Mansion. It's a Greek Revival style mansion built in 1844. If you want, you can pause this and read up on Lanier's legacy. Just downriver from here is an abandoned section of track from the first operating railroad in Indiana. Madison and Indianapolis Railroad began service in 1838. This famous incline plane was an engineering wonder of the time. Today, a modern 26-mile railroad still operates from Madison's Hilltop to North Vernon. So I'm taking a look at some facts, and I'm reading these right off of Google. Madison, Indiana is a historic city on the Ohio River, known for its large historic landmark district, which features 19th century architecture. It is a popular tourist destination, has attractions like Clifty Falls State Park, which is just west of where I'm sitting right now. The Lanier Mansion, Lanier, I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's the yellow Greek Revival style mansion we saw early. And the city is centrally located between Louisville and Cincinnati along the Ohio River. The downtown is one of the largest contiguous National Historic Landmark districts in the United States with over 1,700 contributing structures. It was founded in 1809, and Madison's population is around 15,000. All right, so we are currently on this heritage trail. I know absolutely nothing about it, or how long it is, or any of that. That's a heck of a climb for a train. Looks to me like they're extending the trail a bit. Sure, Madison Hanover Connector Trail. There's the viaduct right there. Look at this railroad incline. Wow. So this is the Madison Incline Stone Arch Viaduct. The viaduct was originally constructed in the late 1830s as part of the railroad incline. It was finished and in service by 1841. However, a disastrous flood of Crooked Creek occurred after a 14-inch rainfall in 1846. The power of rushing water and debris was enough to wash away the viaduct. After the flood, the viaduct was replaced with a temporary wooden trestle bridge that was in use for 15 years. Finally, in 1862, the viaduct was rebuilt with the stone that you see today. There's the incline. No trespassing. I see a bunch of people up there. Saw them walking up as I was looking at that viaduct. But I am just going to stick to city streets here and just kind of go up and down some of these streets and see what I can find. Super old school narrow roads here. The city of Madison contracted with the John Paul chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution to develop the Memorial Park in 1903. Plateau design landscape utilizes the number 13. The circular central stone fountain is comprised of 13 groups of stones. Native trees were donated by the governors of the original 13 colonies. 13 trees were planted in a circle reflecting the circle of stars on the first flag of the colonies. Curved stone pathways encouraged strolling. Stone walls supporting the steep hillside were built. Stone benches faced north to view the hills. 2 stone stairways led down from here on the plateau down to Crooked Creek and the floodplain below. And here's one of the stair steps. And the fountain obviously is no longer a fountain, no longer functional. And I found the other set of steps. Leaving the park behind. Like every street you look down, almost every street, there's some incredible old homes and new ones, like up there on the hill. John T. Windle Memorial Auditorium, 1835. This is just incredible. All this old architecture that's fixed up. There's a placard that says 1844. It's just as far as you go. That is really cool there. And just look at these. Now, I've always said that bicycling is the best way to explore a new city, but you almost need to walk. There's just so much stuff to see here, like little details. And I'm ripping down an alley now. Look at the old stonework on that. St. Michael Catholic Church, 1839 to 1993. St. Michael's is believed to be the oldest Gothic style building in Indiana. It's the second oldest structure built as a Catholic church in the state. Celebrated the first Mass at St. Michael's on December 22nd, 1839. Archdiocese of Indianapolis closed the church in 1993 during parish consolidation. It was then donated to Historic Madison, Inc. Head up another alley. Hillside Inn. So that's Main Street. I'll be heading down that way, and that's looking west. Ohio River Scenic Byway. Look at these bricks. Main Street's like a state highway that will bring you over to the bridge that will take you into Kentucky. This road will also take you to the top of the hill, which is like the newer part of Madison, where there's, you know, fast food and shopping and, you know, the modern stuff. Kroger grocery stores and cinemas and all that kind of good modern stuff, I guess. Pretty cool. I think I am going to go left here and head one street south. And then head back east. Never mind, go this way. Can't go that way. So I will go one more block. Going down towards the river. This is pretty cool. Madison Passenger Station and Museum. Looking back on where I just came from. High schools, now apartments. Senior living. Madison Presbyterian Church. That's pretty nice. And if anyone's ever wondering, there is a Fairfield by Marriott in an old 1884 building right here on the river. The Ohio River, Kentucky on the far bank. So the hotel is right down there. I'm at East First and Baltimore Street. Shutters are pretty rad. Another Catholic church. I'm gonna have to go down the alley. Flower shop. On the center. That's pretty neat. That is so fun, man. Alright, I need to go down these alleys. Like, look at. There's residences in the middle of the block. Really a lot of character to this town. It's like being in old Louisville. Alright, well, since I've gone down this street already for a few blocks, I'll go up to the alley between Main and 2nd. Which I guess is here. Fun. Decent sized shell there. It says this shell was fired into Vicksburg, Mississippi by Union troops in 1863. It's presented to the city of Madison by the widow of Dr. W.A. Collins, assistant surgeon of the 6th Indiana. So for you Civil War buffs out there. So I'm back on Main. I just wanted to check out some of these memorials. Vietnam Memorial. Lieutenant Colonel Dale Crafton, retired. Jefferson County's most decorated Vietnam War veteran. Served the nation in the Special Forces, and as an airborne ranger during the conflict, he was awarded the Combat Infantry Badge, 2 Silver Stars, 2 Bronze Stars, and 1 Purple Heart. Syracuse Lodge, K of P. And that's a mural of the incline railway. And there's a brewery here, Mad Paddle Brewery, established 2018. Well, I could spend all day here. but it's about an hour and a half back to Louisville, so I guess I should start heading. There's the Hyatt House, built in 1818. I don't know what it is. Alright guys, that'll about do it for my ride through Madison, Indiana. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Until the next adventure, get out there and do some exploring of your own. Peace.